Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pond Boys this morning. We are here live from Lightning Pond and Jerk's Bike Shop and wherever Rhonda is and wherever Sarah is.
My kitchen?
We're live from your kitchen, Rhonda?
Yes.
She's in the storm is where she lives.
I had a storm.
You can't say that unless you're wearing a kilt. So, reel it in.
You know I don't have a kilt on.
I'm going to say piper down. Piper down.
Heed. So, hey, we're gonna have some fun today. This is gonna be a good one. Of course, we're going to play Pawn or Die, and we will see if our very special guest. And good thing I asked her in the green room how to pronounce her last name because I would have butchered the crap out of the thing. Anyway, Sara LaMothe, appreciate you coming on. She has been a long-time follower of the program, and you will see her around the Plus, obviously, from here and there. But welcome, Sara.
Thank you.
Thanks for being a good sport and coming on today. Before we get to you, though, Kirk, how was your weekend, dude? You went to a concert, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I did go to a concert. I went with my son to New Politics.
And it got started late, but was it worth it?
You know what? It was a great show. I couldn't believe I've never seen a show where the lead singer did so many acrobatics. I've never seen. He did break dancing, and then he got up on the drum kit. He stood up on the drum kit and did a backflip back onto the stage.
Wow.
And then he got out on the crowd, and he was walking on the crowd on their hands.
So obviously this guy's full of energy, but could he sing?
Yeah, it was great. It was a great concert. I don't know if anybody out there's seen New Politics, but you know what? I have to admit, I didn't know who they were, but my son wanted to go.
Is that a local band? Is that from here, or where are they from?
No, they're from Denmark. They're fairly popular.
Oh, okay.
And then afterwards, we met the band and got our picture taken. And
Wow.
these guys are cool guys. They are really they're about taking care of themselves. They're about taking care of other people, and they spent, I don't know, I'd say probably 2 hours meeting people after the concert. It was pretty cool.
That's you know, that's something to be said about that. You know, a lot of these guys, they have some success and they turn into prima donnas and it's over, right? So
Yeah, no, these guys were down to earth. It was really, and it was a good show. They put on an extraordinary show.
awesome, man. So did you have a good weekend then, overall?
I did, yeah. How about you?
Pretty good. I mean, my days are pretty much Groundhog Day. I got to tell you. I wake up and it's just all over again, man. And then you go to sleep and then it starts over again.
Groundhog Day.
So they're not exciting. They're not. I mean, I think a lot of people, if they spent a day in my shoes, they'd probably be curl up in the corner sucking their thumb.
Yeah.
But it's just, for me, it's just normal life, man. So
Yeah, it is what it is.
it is what it is. So
You want to ride a bike today, you think?
what's that?
You going to get out and ride a bike today before it gets too cold?
You know what? Next time I get on my bike, I'll die of a heart attack. It's been so long since I've been on my bike. I'm just, every day I think about that, I'm like, it just pisses me off, man. So
It's
been a really bad summer.
today.
The weather doesn't bother me, man. I'll go in cold, whatever, man. It's all about dressing right? That's what it is. So,
Yeah, it's all about dressing right. But it's going to be nice today, well, nicer, and then it's going to get all cold. So I thought, hey, you know what? Today might be our last nice day to go.
I'll tell you what. You send somebody down to cover me here at the store because everybody's left and.
Rhonda, can you get down to Lightning Pond?
I've got it.
You got it.
The $20 rule, I've got that.
And not give away the farm when you're here.
Hey, maybe what we should do is we should have a virtual where Rhonda's just on a computer screen, and and it's kind of like the honor system. You just leave the right amount of money.
So it's like max headroom at Pawn.
Yeah. Go in the back. Your stuff's in the back. It's number 1462. It's on shelf L, and you just
If you
pick up
take
your own.
anything, you'll break your legs.
If it's on camera, you steal anything, you're going straight to jail.
There you go.
Yeah. So hey, virtual Pawn. Maybe there is something about that. So,
I got you covered.
How was your weekend, sister?
Yeah, it was the weekend.
Is that it? Is it
Yep.
Groundhog Day at your house too?
No.
No, each day's different.
Yeah.
She got the groundhog on her show on her weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, man. That's
I'm just
fair.
glad it's Monday. I'll just leave it at that. It's Monday. I'm glad it is.
So let's talk to our guest, Sarah. Man, you know what? You've been a follower of our program. We appreciate your support, and you know, you come out to hang out with us almost every week. So, Sarah, tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Is it Groundhog Day at your house every day too?
Yeah, there's usually some type of varmint running around.
All right.
It's okay. I work from home, so I have the freedom of, you know, sleeping in late, staying up late, you know, doing my thing. I've got a little dog that keeps me occupied, and I'm in.
What kind of dog do you have?
He's half Chihuahua, half Pomeranian, so he's a little beast. He
That's
really
a
is.
terrible mix. Those are two terrible, nasty dogs put together. That must be that's the Tasmanian of dogs.
Yes, he turns into the Exorcist daily. It's really unbelievable. But he's
little dogs. See, I've got a little dog here too, and she should weigh about 10 pounds, but she weighs about 25 pounds, and so she's got a little bit of a weight problem.
Dog eats its own crap, so I don't know.
True. This is true, and she has straight up horrible breath. Like, I guess you would too if you ate your own dick. But
I gotta say, the other day Ryan was in the car, and I came over, and the dog came up to the window, and I started petting the dog, and I'm like, "What is that smell? That is the grossest thing I've ever."
He tried to blame it on me. He tried to blame it on me, dude. You got to brush your teeth, man.
And it was the dog. And then Ryan tells me it eats its own poop. And I'm like, well, any dog that eats its own poop is going to have that smell coming out of it. And it was awful. I'll never pet that dog again.
Yeah, it's heinous. Yeah, it is. So, but you know what? She does bark on cue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
On occasion, she barks on cue.
Yeah, on occasion she barks on cue. When you don't really want her to, she does, and vice versa. So
my dog has anger issues. He's a very angry dog. He's
get some of Rhonda Xanax.
some doggy.
I used them all this morning waiting on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I'm all out. I've moved on.
I got there at 9:59. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
That's on time.
Well, that's early, dude.
That's early. Yeah.
So, what are you taking Xanax for? We're early. Both of us were early.
You were not early.
Yeah.
For us, we were early.
Technically speaking, right?
Technically.
We're wizards. We get there exactly when we mean to.
Yeah.
So, Sarah, so what's your day-to-day grind? I mean, you say you work from home.
Mm-hmm. I do some tutoring. I tutor ESL, so I have some students from all over the world. Wow. I've been doing a lot of copywriting, so I create, you know, if you go to like overstock.com and you read a little paragraph that says, this blanket is warm and toasty and blah, 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 I write those blurbs. So I do that. I do some web stuff, plus I do my art. I've really been trying to get my art like up and running. So I've started getting a couple of small commission pieces, which really makes me happy. And I just kind of do my thing. You know, I've been there about 6 years.
Right? I mean, it's all online based, right? Whatever you're doing.
Yeah. Yep. I'm considered an independent contractor.
Oh, okay.
So any way I can make money, I make money. I will learn how to do it, and I will do it. And I get paid almost daily through PayPal, so it's really convenient.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, what got you into? I mean, that's awesome. You work from home, and you got some freedom. There's some freedom. Let me ask you a question, people that work from home. I've always wondered. how do you stay motivated? I mean, you say you can get up, go to bed whenever you want. Is it hard to stay motivated?
It's hard to be disciplined.
Uh-huh.
You know, I don't have someone over my shoulder saying you have to get this done in this amount of time. What motivates me is the chance of making money. You know, I see the money get put into my PayPal account every day. That's what makes me want to make more.
Right.
Other than that, it is hard to stay motivated. You know, I'm very independent. You know, I just kind of stick to myself. So I just do what I have to do. You know, I guess that's the best way to put it. I've been working for other people all of my life, and I'm very fortunate to be able to do things on my own and, you know, not have to stress out too much about it. So
That's awesome.
pretty good.
That's awesome. You want to continue to do this, long term?
Not really. My goal is to be as famous as Picasso, but before I die.
Okay, so you're an artist.
Yeah, I do abstract art. It's I don't have any examples, but
behind you there? Is that one of your pieces behind you?
no, that's actually an old image from Salvador Dali, who's one of my favorite artists. But I do stuff like I don't know, like this is just an example of how I would start, just by creating basic shapes and then turning it into something, and then I hand color it with fine marker, and what results are these really chaotic, colorful creations that, you know, it's just a way for me to express myself. I can't draw, you know, so I have to use architecture's templates to create my stuff.
You know, art's not necessarily being good at drawing. I mean, you can do, I mean, I've seen people like splash paint up on a wall and put their feet up there and rub
Yeah.
stuff, and so and sell it for millions of dollars. So I got to tell you, I took in one time a signed lithograph from Salvador Dali about 2 years ago, and the guy came and picked it up, but I thought that was kind of neat. So
it's amazing.
Yeah,
How much did something like that go for?
No, I'm not very proficient at knowing values of art. I mean, just like anything, it's worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. Right? So I don't know. I mean, I gave him. He wanted $500 on it, and as soon as I was able to authenticate it, I didn't have a problem doing that. And he picked it up, and he had it in with me a couple of times and stuff. But I don't know. I really don't know how much that would have gone for. I mean, you get the right person on anything, and it's whatever you want. So
yeah.
Anyway, that's awesome. You stay motivated. I mean, I go to what I call my second job at home. So I leave here and go to my second job at home, and
Groundhog Day job.
Groundhog Day job, and then I got to get my honeydews done, and I mean, my wife wanted me to install some mirrors on the ceiling in the bedroom this weekend. I just didn't get it done. I mean, so.
Did you do that?
Well, I didn't get it done.
Install mirrors on the ceiling.
Yeah, in the bedroom.
And I'm sure Lindsay Miner appreciates you announcing that live.
So, was it not supposed to? I don't
think so.
Okay, well.
We can edit that out. Keep you out of trouble.
I'm naive. I guess I thought they were just for decoration or something.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Decoration.
Yeah.
Before.
Yeah. So anyway, it's hard to stay motivated. So I will work from home, but. So what if you don't? You want to? You're an aspiring artist, and so is that what you want to do? I mean, is that?
Yeah, I have a website, and I've signed up with a couple of companies where they turn my art into like phone cases or pillows.
So you license it out then? Somewhere.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've had couple. I think I've had 2 pillows sold, 1 phone case, and a postcard. But
So
I've done
you technically call yourself then a professional artist, right?
kinda, I guess, yeah. But what I do, what I've been concentrating now is, if you were to say, you know, these are my favorite colors and this is my theme, I would take that information and interpret it into my way and send you the original piece of work and say, pay me what you want. And this has been really, really successful for me the last few times. I've had a couple people on the Plus that have a Sara LaMothe original in their house, and I give the option to them to, you know, pay what they feel it's worth, and it's really workable. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's great. So, I can't shut my phone up. So, um, so, what I mean, is there a transition? I mean, you want to as soon as you get your lucky break. I mean, because there's a little bit of luck in trying to break into that business, right?
It's tough. My dad is also an artist, so I tried to learn from him. I believe he's going to have a showing in Brooklyn sometime next year. And so I'm trying to, you know, talk my way into maybe having a couple of my pieces there, but I don't know if that'll happen. But yeah, I would like to spend the rest of my life being an artist. I think it would be a fun thing to do. It's like one of those jobs that you wouldn't feel like you're working because you enjoy it so much.
Right.
So it's something that I love. It's a creative outlet.
That's awesome. Go get it, man. I mean, you know, do what you love, and that's what it's all about, man. I mean, go get it. So, I've known a couple of guys. That, man, they were artists, and they painted. The 2 guys that I knew, they painted landscapes and stuff, and they were really, really good. Like, so that's why, I mean, I say it's just like a singer. You go listen to a singer, and they're, you know, whether they're doing karaoke or whatever, you're just thinking, man, those people are just so full of talent. But it does take some luck to either get your stuff out in front of the right person or meet the right people. You know, some lucky breaks or whatever. So good luck with that. That's awesome.
And that's why I have to work as a freelancer, because obviously my art is not paying my bills, so I still need to join, you know, reality.
Same thing with this guy. They had, you know, regular 9-to-5 jobs or whatever, but they would, on the weekends and so forth, they would go to shows and try to get their stuff out in front of people. And I guess that's just what it does. What it takes is just taking some time and getting it out in front of the right people, and hopefully along the way you get a lucky break and you can do what you love. So, so what is what's your, I mean, family life? I mean, you kids, no kids?
I have a dog. I actually just turned 44 last week.
Oh,
and and I don't have any kids. I'm not married. Very, very happy, you know, just kind of being on my own at the moment. I've got a couple of friends that I hang out with, and you know, for the most part, I'm pretty satisfied. You know, I can't complain.
So where do you live?
Right now, I'm in Western Massachusetts. I'm in the Berkshires.
Okay, so East Coast. Is that where you?
Yep.
Is that where you grew up, or?
I'm from New York originally, and so I lived in a few. I'm from New York City. Lived in upstate New York. Lived in Boston. I spent 10 years in Las Vegas.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and then I came from 1998 to 2008. I was in Las Vegas, and I kind of came back to the East Coast because there's a huge difference between the West and the East as far as people go, mentality, and just life. Very, very different.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, West Coast, East Coast is so different. My brother, just after this is. I don't know, 12 years ago or 13 years ago, he got married and they moved out to North Carolina, your neck of the woods, kind of. Ron. I know you're South Carolina, but
Mhm.
That it was tough. It was a tough transition for him, just because they both grew up on the, either, the West Coast or close to the West Coast, and just the culture and the pace and everything else. Of course, Vegas is really a tale of two cities, and I don't know. You lived there for how long? 10 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, so a good long time. So
Yeah.
a pretty long time. It's You talk to somebody that lives there, or most people that live there, and they've separated themselves from like the strip and everything that goes on down there. It's like two different things. So there's the strip and the glitz and the glamour and the Elvis impersonators and all that kind of stuff, and they're down on the strip. The people that live in Vegas actually live there unless they work in one of the casinos or the hotels. They really never go down to the strip. So
Yeah.
that was the way it was with you.
Well, when I moved out there in '98, I actually opened up the Bellagio. That was when it was considered like the first casino resort of its type back then. And I was very fortunate to get the job. I did some room service. And then I had back surgery in '03, so I had to stop doing the room service, and I dabbled around in a few other jobs. The life it's very interesting. It's everything that you hear about, like in fantasy or reality, is true, and
it really is. Like, if you've never been there before and you walk out onto the strip, you're just like, oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. And it's sensory overload. Like,
yeah.
I've stayed in Vegas before, and I've stayed there we used to go down for the Mountain West basketball tournaments every year in March, and we'd stay there almost all week. And about 3 days into it, you were like, man, I want to just go home, because it was just too much going on. For the first couple of days, you're just like, wow, this is unbelievable. But after that, you're like, man, I just want to go home to my boring old house, and Groundhog Day, right? So
yeah. It was especially after I had been there for that amount of time, and then coming back to, especially where I live now, it's very rural. I kind of joke around. I was like, yeah, I ended up having to go to therapy because I was lacking so much visual stimulation that, my mind would just wander on these stupid things. And I'd be like, I never really thought about that before, because I never really had the chance to think about it before, because I was constantly, seeing all the lights, and it's just a 24-hour, Jolt Cola type of thing. It is.
It is no doubt about it. That place is just rolling all day and all night. So, Rhonda, when you come out here someday, you'll have to visit Vegas. So it'd be a shocker for a little country girl like yourself. So
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt.
Yeah. So no big plans for the holidays. You staying home? You hanging out?
No, I'll probably have to go up to my dad's for Christmas. He lives in New Hampshire.
You'll say you have to? Is that like drudgery or something?
Well, I look forward to the gifts. I just want some really cool presents. But no, it's I go out there, and I have 3 sisters that go out there, and it's a family thing, which it's cool, and I'm glad it happens like once a year type of thing.
Yeah.
But it's all right.
So you have a dysfunctional family like myself?
Oh, dysfunction is just the middle name. It's crazy, but that's what makes life interesting.
So do you like, you go up there? You don't go up there for both Christmas and Thanksgiving. You just like pick one?
I try not to. I really try not to, because for Thanksgiving, I have like the relatives of my dad's wife. It's very ritzy and to do, and they put on this really big dinner, and it's it's not that it's uncomfortable, but it's a little too much. You know, I just want to sit back and relax and not have to worry about, you know, looking so prim and proper. And so I think that Christmas is nice.
If they're watching today, Sarah didn't mean a word of that. She didn't mean a word of it. Invite her to dinner.
Oh man, I'm sure Sarah's aware of their dysfunction. You know what? Despite their dysfunction, we still love them, and you know, it is what it is, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Most.
You can come to my house, Sarah. I cook.
Okay.
Come to my
That's
house.
good. That's good. No, I haven't ever had any. I've had Rhonda's virtual food, but I haven't. So, it looks good, Rhonda, all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Someday I'll give you an extra 50 pounds to carry around, and you'll change your mind.
So Rhonda made us some pancakes the other day, and they were very tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
It was a great picture of pancakes. Let me tell you.
Yeah. A little bacon on the side. I mean, it was all trimmings and stuff. So, well, cool. Hey, Rhonda, did we? I've just got thinking about this. Do we have pawn or die items?
We do.
Okay.
Come on, brother. I'm prepared.
Okay. All right. So, Sarah.
You know what? Let's do this.
You need to be nervous, okay? Because this edition of pawn or die is going to be difficult. All right.
Okay.
So if you completely lay an egg, that's what we intended to happen.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm used to dealing with the pawn shops in Las Vegas. They're very cutthroat out there, so I hope I do okay here.
Oh, so if you got some Vegas pawn under your belt, you should do okay. Style pawn.
Maybe.
So, yeah, hanging out with Chumley. Are you out there? Or what are you doing?
No, I actually I pawned my car title one time in Las Vegas, and due to some mixed up in paperwork, I actually had my car repossessed for a while. I was like, what the hell? It was terrible. I got my car back. Huh?
You got it back, right?
Yeah, I ended up getting it back, but it cost me extra money because they had done like a switching in management, and all the paperwork got messed up, and you know what started out as like a $500 loan turned into like an $800 thing. I was just like, oh my God, what the hell? And I woke up one morning, and my boyfriend at that time, he looked outside and he said, I think your car's been stolen. I said, what? They came at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I called the police. I said, I think someone took my car. They're like, oh no, this number, yeah, it was repoed. I was like, oh my God, that's terrible.
Vegas title guys, those Vegas pawn guys, what are they doing? So we're getting ready to start a repo company out here.
Oh wow.
Kirk and I, yeah, we're gonna do it. So we won't come get your car, Sarah. Okay.
Okay.
Or Rhonda's car, because we might, Rhonda, because you've got the Walmart spinners, or we'll have those.
You'll be doing me a favor if you come get mine. So.
Well, maybe don't take those Walmart spinners off, because that's what we're after.
Well, the 3 will stay. Again, number 4 is we're
still working on that one, right?
Yeah, still working on the 4th one.
So start us off, Rhonda. We're pawn or die time.
Let's do it. Hope it'll work today. It didn't work last week. Here we go. Okay, this is the bobblehead.
Is that who is that? That's
Chris Farley.
Yes, I know
you.
Yeah, who is he impersonating? What's the guy?
Oh, the guy on Saturday Night Live, the salesman.
Yes, Sarah, I'm so proud of you, sister. He's in I live in a van down by the river.
Yeah.
All right, this is a very, very special item, okay? This is the first and only one that I probably will ever see on this thing. So, don't first rule of thumb in the pawn business: don't get emotional about your purchases or your pawns.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a hard one not to get emotional about. Okay.
Okay.
So, that being said,
I'm trying to figure out how much you paid for it.
No, you are a pawn shop owner.
Okay.
And you're starting your business off, and nobody's told you anything about the pawn business. You're learning it on your own, okay? And you open your doors, you've got some money in the till, and you are telling us what you would pay for that item, and then how much you would try to resell it for. And the object is to at least get a one-time markup on it.
Okay.
Or you die.
Okay. All right. So someone came in. Now, was this created after he died or before?
You know, I'm not sure about that. I'm assuming that it was before because
I would think so.
you sell these things for very long. Like you would have found this in the, like, if you were in the little NBC gift shop, like kind of right next to the studios or whatever. This is something you would have found in there.
Okay.
So, not like they distributed these things all over the world.
Yeah. All right. So, gosh, now that he's dead, I would probably say $35.
So you would pay $35.
Actually, probably. Well, that's tough because he is dead. I would, yeah, like $30 to $35.
Okay. So you're gonna try to sell it for what?
50.
Okay, fair enough. All right, what's next there?
Oh, how close was I? Or you don't know? Or you don't tell me? Oh, okay.
So, all right, can you see that?
This is the Colt.
So yeah, this.
Okay.
Okay. So this gun's kind of neat. This is a 1918, year 1918, Colt 1911. Okay. So if you don't know anything about guns or vintage guns or antique guns, the 1911 is the style that they're making today. They call it the 1911 because Colt started making it in the year 1911. Okay. So this is just a few years after they started making this gun. The gun's in really good shape, and it's a military issue. So it's got stamped right on it, property, U.S. government, and that makes it a little bit more rare because there were less of those made than the production guns that they would have distributed to the house.
And it says from 1918.
1918, yes, is that year on this gun. Okay. The holster is the holster that came with it. So it was made in the same year. It would have been issued with the gun to the military personnel that this was issued with. And I don't have a picture of it. I should have. But inside the flap that comes up is the guy that owned the gun kind of etched his dog tag numbers.
Oh, okay.
Into the holster, along with his last name.
I love that gun.
Oh, so neat. Yeah, it's just.
I would say.
So.
I would offer someone $150 for it.
Okay.
And I would try and sell it for at least $250 to $275.
Okay. Next time you have one of these, Sarah, bring it into my shop, please. Okay.
Okay. Obviously, I didn't do that well.
That's not going to turn out good for you, Sarah.
No, it's not. That's okay. That's okay. We've got 3 to go here. 4 to go.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is a vintage 80s. Okay. Uno 60 Roland synthesizer. So, if you're a fan of any of the 80s synth bands, Depeche Mode,
Shop Boys.
Yeah, Pet Shop Boys, that type of stuff, they would have played this keyboard. This is nicer keyboard, and it's very after all these years still, it's very, very desirable still. Like guys they have a different sound than the stuff today. It's like comparing a solid state guitar amplifier to a tube amplifier. They're just two completely different sounds. And so It's in really good condition. These things are built to last. They're great keyboards. So, with that being said, how much would you pay? And how much
I would give someone probably $200.
Okay.
And I would try and sell it for probably $4.
Okay. Okay. All right. Just a little better.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, where did you get that?
Okay. So you know how like trends like come in and out, like right now, 80s stuff is just in, and it obviously comes back with a little bit of a twist on it. Kirk, the other night when we were roller skating.
Yeah.
You two were roller skating?
Oh yeah.
Did I hear that?
We went down to the roller skate rink and we rollered around and with all the kids down there. It was pretty fun.
That is
80s
awesome.
retro night. And so it's really, and it was packed. Like the roller skating rink was packed with, and all people, a lot of people our age, right, Kirk? I mean, guys, nothing to do, and
there was nobody there our age.
I
don't know what you're trying to pull, but there was nobody there our age.
Come on, let me have this one, man. Okay.
Okay. All right. There was lots of people there our age.
Okay. Anyway, you saw people. It was like 80s. Of course, with like a little bit of a twist. Like I would say, the girls, it was 80s stuff, but a little bit of a bluesy twist. I mean, they got to show more skin, of course, these days.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Anyway, so this skateboard is actually a 70s skateboard.
From 1970?
It's 70s. Now, I'm not quite certain exactly what year.
70s. Okay.
But they sell, these things are back in, Sarah. These things, like, you go to a shop that sells skateboards, and they call them penny boards. But these skateboards are back in style, so they're making a new version of this. Okay? And the new versions are like $100, man, or like $80 to $100 are really expensive. So this one's an original one. And it's in good condition, for being an older skateboard. So.
Gosh, it doesn't really look like much. So I would say.
Keyword is vintage.
Oh, okay. So let me see. So it's obviously it's a collectible. Someone.
Well, more so that it's. I mean, I think the guys always collecting, but right now these things are the rage, like the new ones that they have come out. So guys are writing these things. So.
I'd give someone. Jesus. God, I suck so bad. $75 to $100.
That's what you'd give?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would try and sell it for, I'd say $1.50.
Okay. All right.
50.
Okay.
I gotta say though, the other night when we were at the roller derby place, there was one guy there that was our age or older. But let me tell you what, he wasn't sure that he was that age. In fact, he wasn't sure what he was still doing there. But this guy, he grew up in a roller skating rink, and he was still in a roller skating rink, and he was in there doing his own thing.
Is that the dude with the Hello Kitty backpack?
That's the guy with the Hello Kitty backpack.
All right. So.
You're making that up.
No, I'm not.
I'm not making that up.
No, he had a Hello Kitty backpack. He had like one of those old school, like 70s style roller derby helmets on, didn't he?
Long socks with stripes at the top. Right?
It was like wear whatever you wanted night.
He was wearing a Walkman.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a Walkman on. So
he was doing his own thing, but he was good though. I mean, I had to hand it to the guy.
He was great. Yeah, that guy could skate.
Great.
Yeah. I mean, we'd have to go do that again, dude.
Yeah.
If you do, I'll request video for that. Okay.
We took pictures and posted them.
Yeah, there were pictures posted, and
Well, I didn't. Well, okay. All right.
All right.
maybe we didn't post them. Maybe we didn't post those.
I don't know. Maybe I didn't look. I don't know. I do have other things to do besides pay attention to the two of you all the time.
Oh, the hell you do.
Yeah,
Okay, I don't.
I don't believe that for a
I
second.
don't. I have a damn thing to do. Okay.
All right.
This is,
These
yeah.
are liquor flasks.
These are what?
Oh, wait a minute. No, this is the
They're
wrong one.
liquor flasks.
That's what I thought they were.
No,
They're
these
stickers.
are vintage Harley Davidson pipes.
Turn them into liquor flasks, I guess.
Yeah, convenient enough.
I don't know where you would conceal them.
Are they still able to be put on bikes? What was the purpose of these?
Right here.
What?
It's all about the sound. You want to put these on to make your bike sound really good. And performance, I guess, yeah.
Wow, I have no idea. Is there anything really special about them?
I think those are Harley Davidson pipes, so they're original brand pipes. They're not an aftermarket pipe.
Yeah, they're Harley Davidson brand.
So someone would purchase this to make their bike sound more Harley-ish.
Well, they're not going to go on, like, you've got to put them back on a Harley. I mean, these things are like bike specific. Like, you're not going to put them on your Honda or your Yamaha.
Okay.
Good, but
I mean, I guess if you wanted to convert it or whatever.
weld them on there.
Wow, I have no idea. I'd say I'd give $150.
Okay, and sell them.
I would probably try and sell them for $275.
Okay.
Okay. All right, one more to go. Okay, there we go.
Okay, so here's how this one works, Sarah. This is an item I've never seen before, and it's an item that Kirk has come up with, and he comes up with some good ones. Okay, so
This is sitting in Jerk's corner right now. You can see it's right here in the corner.
Is it?
Yep.
Huh. Okay.
We're good for another 30, right?
mm-hmm.
Okay, man.
All right. So, oh gosh, I can't believe someone actually pawned this.
No, they didn't. This belongs to me. I bought it.
Oh.
Sarah, this is Jerk's junk. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And so, you know, Kirk is like, he's a Renaissance man. Okay, he owns a very successsul bike shop, but he also
That's mad. I'm a High Plains drifter. I have no bounds.
he is a multi-talented. He's dabbled in a lot of different things, and so he's been in the pawn business before. So he buys and resells stuff, and so he runs across some pretty cool stuff. And so this is one of the things that he has in his store, and Kirk, this is like perfect for your store, dude.
Yeah, I had to have it.
Yeah. So if you walk into Kirk's store, it's like, I mean, obviously he's got new, cutting edge technology bikes and stuff like that, but it's kind of it's like walking back into history a little bit. It's got a very rustic look to it. It's
Kind of like me.
very rustic, like Kirk. Yeah. So yeah.
How tall is it?
It's about 2 feet tall. About two, maybe 2.25 feet. Two.
Made of like steel?
I think these, yeah. I don't know what they're made out of. They're probably made out. Let's see, what would they be made out of?
It's steel.
It's steel, yeah.
They're heavy.
I guess I would give someone $35 for it.
Okay, my guess is it's $35, and what would you sell it for?
I'd sell it for 100.
Okay. My guess is 20 and 50. Okay. So, what happened to Rhonda?
I don't know. She just disappeared.
Just listening.
Oh, okay.
What's interesting about this milk can is it's from Highland, Utah. So
Okay.
it's kind of cool because there's some dairy farms that used to be down there that aren't there anymore, and so it's kind of neat, it's kind of vintage for me to have a Highland milk can being from Utah. And so,
Yeah. Where'd you pick that up, Kurt?
those kind of swap meet places, one of those. We're selling everything out of our storage unit kind of stuff, and they had it there. I guess I can tell you now I paid $10 for it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, okay. So, Sarah, let's go back to the beginning.
Okay.
And I will say you probably want to apply for a nonprofit. So, that's okay, though, okay? You're good at what you do. Okay, so bobblehead, Chris Farley. So, you guessed what, 35, and you would sell it for
50.
Was it 50?
Okay.
You might be able to sell it for 50. I purchased it for $5.
Isn't that a Drew Carey? That's not a. Is that a Drew
Chris
Carey?
Farley's Matt Foley.
Oh, that says Matt Foley right on it. Oh, okay.
Yeah. He kind of looks like Drew Carey, though, doesn't he?
It does look like Drew Carey a little bit.
Drew Carey and his hefty days. So he's not like stuff.
No, he's. That's what happens when you go in Price is Right. They slim you down.
Exactly. So you gotta look good for the model, for the Price is Right model.
They make you drink that crap that the models drink.
Yeah. So I bought him for $5, and you know what? I don't know that I would take less than probably 40 for him because I like him too much. I mean, he might not be worth that much. Look, that's a gimme for you on that one. Okay. So,
Okay.
I can tell you what he's worth. He's worth what anybody's willing to pay for it.
that is correct. That is
There you
correct.
go.
So, all right. So this is where things went awry on this one. Okay.
Can I give you how much she said she was going to sell it to? Can I give you that much for it?
Yeah, you're up, dude.
Because I want to give you what she said. Then way I can buy it for how much
so
she said.
Sarah spent $150. She would give $150,
Yeah.
and they would sell it for $250.
$275.
$275. Oh, okay, all right.
Can I buy it for that?
Yeah. So, Kirk, what would you buy that gun for?
You know what? I'd give you $900 for it right now.
Okay. Okay.
Really? Are you serious? Wow.
The guns are easily worth $2,000.
Wow.
I didn't know either.
Yeah. So it's just a piece of history, man. I mean, this thing is like, World War I.
Yeah.
And it's got some extra cool ability to it with the holster and the guy's dog tag numbers.
Yeah.
Everything matches up, so it's got some coolness to it. So, all right. Well, what were item number 3? Okay. I forgot what you said on this.
200 and 400.
Okay, this one you did okay on. I did indeed buy it for $200. Okay?
Oh, cool.
It's worth about $800 to $1,000 though. So you sold yourself a little short on that. These things are super desirable. Guys love these. The brand, the Juno 60 is classic. Next time you're watching like 80s videos, pay attention to like detail, like when they pan across these guys playing synthesizers. Pay attention to like what they're playing, and I would say probably 80% of the time they've got one of these. So
you got Devo with those red flower pots on there.
Yes.
I'm almost exactly, dude, exactly. I'm sure they've got one of these. This was like the keyboard to have back in the 80s. Now everybody wants like the retro. They have a different sound to them. And people like that. So anyway, okay. So the penny board. You know, I honestly, you guessed $100, which is way more than I would ever pay. I paid $10 for this thing. Okay, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not going to get out of it what you were saying. And I think, what'd you say, $200 or
$150?
$150. Okay, you might get that out of it. I'm not sure. I mean, this thing is intact. It's in good condition. I mean, it's faded a little bit in spots, but it's also 40 years old. You know, and so you know, you might get that out of it. I tend to lean a little more conservative on this type of stuff because I don't know how much it's worth. So, anyway, all right. So the giant liquor flasks, a pair of them, matching his and hers liquor flasks. So Harley Davidson style. So.
If it was his and hers liquor flask, one would be bigger than the other.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Just saying.
Just saying. You said $100.
$150.
$150, and selling them for
$275.
Okay. Maybe. I don't know. Again, this one's one that I would have probably started off more conservatively because they can be hard to sell because they go on a specific bike. So you got to find that has that bike and that wants to put them on there. So I tend to go a little more like conservative with these things. Hey, you might get $350 out of it. You might if you find the right guy. But I only paid $20 for them just because.
Wow.
Oh my God, I suck.
It's not because I'm greedy. It's not, or at least I'm gonna say that.
Sometimes it's just because you can.
Yeah. And, it's something that in my experience, they don't move very quick, and so go conservative. So when in doubt, go conservative. Okay.
I'd be out of business. Oh my God.
Yeah. It's that 401(c). I think you need to.
Non-profit, baby.
Yeah. So.
Non-profit.
Tax breaks, baby.
I'll stick with the art.
All right.
Oh.
So Dirk's metal junk.
Okay, so we got our can. I paid $10 for it, and it looks. You know, Ryan's is probably right about paying $20 for it. You can get $50 to $60 out of these online. You can get a little more if they have the lid, and now I don't have the lid on mine, so you can get maybe $100 if you had the lid. So you're not too far off there, Sarah. You could possibly get $100 if you had the lid, but I didn't have the lid.
Yeah. These things are like people buy them for decoration, honestly, and so they're only willing to spend so much on decoration stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's not something that's like utilitarian. I mean, people aren't necessarily using it to carry milk. And
yeah, exactly.
Now there are
it
some
looks like
collector
a big flower pot.
Yeah, there are some collector ones out there from famous dairies that are no longer in business, and so those if you can find a milk can from there that's in good shape.
Do they have like famous cows or something?
Yeah, of course. Of course, there's famous cows.
Bessie, Bessie, right? I mean, she.
Sure.
Not personally. I'm not that country.
What about Mrs. O'Leary's cow? The one that kicked the lantern over and started the whole city on fire.
No.
Yeah, those are all famous.
Hey, Jessica Maynard has a great comment. She says, my dad always had vintage milk cans. We used to use them to sit on or hold plants. The Kirk Sherrod must be as cool as my dad, which is super cool.
Wow.
Well, thank you. What a sweetheart.
She is.
So,
She thinks your junk is cool. How about that?
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Hey! Doesn't like having full of junk.
So, did you have fun, Sarah?
Yeah, that was awesome. I really sucked, but it was really fun.
Those items were handpicked for you, sister. Okay.
Yeah. I can see that. That was awesome.
Thanks for coming and hanging with us. We'll have you back sometime, and we'll play again and see if we can improve. I don't know that you're going to make it back for the championships. Just saying.
Okay.
we'll have you back sometime.
Awesome.
Good luck with your art.
Thank you.
Post some of that stuff up on the Plus sometime, and let's take a look at it. I'd like to look at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
So.
cool. We'll do.
So. Thanks, Kirk, for hanging with us, and Rhonda for hanging with us and gracing us with your presence. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Racing you.
So next week on what do we got? See, get your Spike Shop.
Oh, look.
So
Is
what
that
do we
your
got?
water bottle?
Kirk's Corner, dude.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
That's my new bottle for my new lube that I'm coming up with. So,
Speaking
I'll leave it alone.
I'm trying to. I know, right? But here's the thing. I'm trying to figure out a name for it. So if anybody out there wants to come up with a name for my new lube,
Gunk.
Kirk's Gunk.
Yeah.
That's got to be that.
With some sort of.
I haven't thought of that, but that's what it's gonna have to be.
Yeah. Hey, why not, man?
That's
Jerks.
awesome.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah. Oh.
I wasn't sure till now. Now I tried lots of stuff like jerk sauce. Well, that doesn't sound really great.
That's a roll off the like Jerk's Gunk, man.
Jerk squirt. I tried lots of different stuff, but the jerk.
That's plain. I lose my appetite, dude. That's Jerk's
Well,
Gunk.
I was trying to think of stuff that was, lubes and squirting, and I thought maybe we could come up with something, and haven't had.
Hey, how about jerky juice?
Jerky juice. Yeah. Why not?
All right.
And this is why I love Sarah. Just like that.
Thanks, Sarah. I've got the dry heaves now. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I
Love
don't know what happened, but I think it's room in my mouth.
What? It's Kirk or I to get this thing off the rails. Thanks a lot, Sarah. We were trying to be good today, right?
You are not trying to be good at all. Before we go, can we say hello to, say hey to Carmen and Jessica, and Tim Longwell is with us today. And we got to say hey to some of my Craft Star peeps that are out there, Carrie. And I know Debbie and Natalie are going to watch in just a little bit. So, hello.
All right, you guys. Hey, we'll see you next week on Jerk's Corner. I'm sure it'll be a great surprise for you. 2 weeks for Pond Boys again, and we'll see who will come in and on or die. Heck, how come you didn't play the music today, Rhonda? I feel
Because you didn't shut up, Ryan. That's why.
dude. Come on.
I was gonna, but I didn't want to interrupt you.
All right.
Well,
All right. Thanks for joining us, you guys. Thanks. We'll see you.